So here's the thing, planner overwhelm is real. If you've tried setups that look good but don't actually help you run your life, then in this video I want to share a plan with me where I actually show you how I manage my life and plan my tasks. So if that is of interest to you, let's get into it. Now I've got my two planners here. Yes, I have two planners. Yes, they are both A5 size planners. Real quick, this one is a Filofax. It's the Terrazzo cover that they did a few years back to celebrate their 100 years centenary, is that right? And then this one is the Moterm Luxe in the cream croc. This is the first iteration of the Moterm Luxe. So I'm not sure that this one is available. So I use this one for planning work. My part-time job work, that is, and then I use this one for everything else. And I really do only use my planners, well, for this one in particular, I really do only use it for planning the here and now and what is happening. With this one, I use it for managing my day as well as probably more so managing my client project. So a quick look at how I've got this one set up. Because this isn't really so much about managing my time per se, I've only got a little traveler's journal, vertical timed schedule planner in here, and all I do is I just block out my working hours and then I use a pencil to just scribble in what's happening so that I can always see what's going on with my work stuff without having to log into my Google Calendar or log into the system that we use for booking and managing appointments. So I can have it all here and I can see this whenever I need to. And then additionally, I use these little sticky notes to make notes throughout the day of things that I want to remember, and I will just stick them in my weekly pages as a little to-do list. And then the rest of this planner really is geared around managing my projects. So let's see, can I think I can open it to here. So here I've just got these A to Z index tabs where I keep all of my clients organized within here so that it makes it very easy for me to find their project notes when I need to. So that's how I'm using this planner. Now I have already had a look through I've had a week off, so I'm kind of not looking forward to going to work tomorrow, but I've had a quick look to see what's coming up this week in terms of the stuff that I've noted in here. And I've got a few appointments, I've got a couple of presentations and one new client consultation that I'll be doing. So I'm already keeping that in the back of my mind when it comes to planning out my personal life. Now in here, this is where I manage everything else outside my part-time job. And I'm taking a sigh because I really want to get into this cadence of posting weekly content on my YouTube channel, articles on my Substack, as well as producing some sort of product. So there is this sort of side hustle, and I'm sorry if I keep saying sort of, I've just caught myself. I think I've said it several times, apologies, but I want to, and now I've lost my train of thought. I don't really want to use the word side hustle, but yes, I am juggling a part-time job with a side hustle, with content creation, with family of three. So there's a lot going on. Now, how I actually manage that, and at the moment, because I don't want to suffer from like the overwhelm or planner burnout from trying to juggle too many things in my planner, having too many inserts to maintain in my planner, I really only focus on my, and if we go to, let's see what April looks like, my month on one page where I have the calendar grid at the top so I can use mini icon stickers. I can also highlight out any time where the kids are off school or I've got time off work. And then underneath I use this more like a calendar list or index of what's actually going on. So this is where I do my, shall we say, future login of what's going on, the important events, the commitments, the meetings, the birthdays, what have you. All of that gets logged on my month on one page, and then I will come into my weekly insert. So if I show you, I might have to blur some of this out. So this is where I will start my planning. I will look to see what have I actually got coming up this week. And this week I've got the kids are going back to school. We've got a meeting on Monday. I've got life groups starting officially on Wednesday, and I've got the roller disco on Friday evening. So when I come into my week, what I've done is I've already blocked out. Let's just remove this because I'm not ready to talk about this. This is another important part of my planning. But I've already blocked out my working hours. I always seem to make a boo-boo somewhere in the, I finish at 3 and I just got a little bit too trigger happy with the marker and kept on going past 3. Oopsie. I seem to do it every single week. It's really irritating, but it is what it is. So I will highlight out my working hours so I know that I can't do anything relating to family commitments or not family commitments, family life, household stuff, or side hustle, content creation during that time. I've also blocked out, using the fine point of my margliner, the hours in which I'm doing school runs, getting ready in the morning. So from 6:30 until 8:30. Again, there's not really a lot that I can do. It's just all systems go and it's a little bit chaotic. And then I've got the hour after work where I'm doing school pickup and chatting with the kids and all of that kind of stuff. So any dedicated blocks of time that are already assigned to something, I've highlighted those out so I know that there's not really a lot that I can do in those times. So that leaves the white space of everything else. And in case you're wondering, this insert is my vertical week on 2 pages. It's available in my shop, so there'll be a link somewhere or in the description. It is an hourly schedule, and again, it's really pared back. I want things to be simple. I don't want it to feel like there's an overwhelm of trackers and lines for this and a space for that. I want it to be fairly clean so that I can feel a bit more focused and really tailor it to my needs, rather than thinking, oh, I've got to fill out a tracker or do a line a day. I used to love doing that, but now that my season of life has shifted and I have this part-time job, I really do need to be a lot more focused, and I need things to be a lot more focusing on the essentials rather than all of the bells and whistles, as it were. So nice, clean, simple layout. Hours are already mapped out, time that's already dedicated to something has been mapped out, and then that's where this page of sticky page flags comes in. This is really like a trigger list, first up, of things that I need to do within this week, but also these are things that I would quite like to do. And the reason that it's on these page flags, and I've discussed it a few times before, it's something that I saw, and I'm sorry, I've just noticed I'm saying a lot. I don't normally do that. I saw Sam Plans using page flags in one of her setups, and I thought it was such a genius idea. She was using it for workouts, so planning where she would like to do a workout, but having the flexibility of being able to move it if she didn't necessarily have the energy on that day for doing that workout. I thought that was a great idea and added on a couple of content creation things, until I saw Aya Plans. I think it was Aya Plans, and she had this task tabs set up that she was doing, where she had all kinds of different tasks and things, to-dos, errand type things that she needed to fit in throughout her week, and I thought that was a brilliant idea, so I kind of copied it. So these are all of the different things that I need to do. So I am just going to essentially look at my week and think about where I can start to fit some of these things in. Now, actually, tomorrow morning, I do have a video that I'd quite like to record when the house is quiet. So when I come back from the school run, oh no, that's edit video. What am I doing? Record video. I'm going to do a record video there. And then I might get time after in the evening. I've also got to think about when we're going to have supper and things, so that might have to go there. Grocery shop, ideally, I would like to do on a Friday morning, straight after the school run. Roller disco, well, it's already written in there, but I don't need to put a page flag. Let's see. I will need to turn that video into an article, so maybe we could do that after work on Tuesday. Could spend a little time doing that. What else? Deep work. I'm not going to be able to do anything on Wednesday because of life group. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be my first Wednesday going back to life group in the evenings, and the reason that I stopped this was because it finishes quite late, and then I still got to get up in the morning and do all of the kids stuff, and just it feels like it's going to be too much having these evening life group things, but we'll see what happens. I am going to need to do some kind of workout during the week. Why can't I get these off? There's something sticky on this board. So a kettlebell workout. I don't feel like I'm going to want to do it tomorrow. My energy is feeling really depleted. I've just started my cycle and I'm just feeling really quite meh, if I'm honest. So maybe it might be a good idea to think about tackling a kettlebell workout straight after work. I might be too exhausted. We'll see. Question mark on that. I've already marked out the meeting that we've got. Ideally like to do planning time maybe at some point on Sunday. Actually, and I haven't stuck my stickers down, I'm sure the 2nd is evening service, so I might have to do my planning time sometime around there. I've got church I want to go in the evening. Actually, I should probably just pencil that in so I know what time. 6 p.m. service. Right, let's see what's next. Oh, some deep work time. Might be a good idea to try and do a little bit of a deep work session there. So on a Monday and a Thursday, I don't actually start work until 10 a.m. So it does give me a little bit of an opportunity to do some deep work there. Maybe what I should do, rather than a kettlebell workout on that Wednesday, maybe it should just be a quick stair climber workout. The kettlebell workout, I'm probably going to try and tackle that then. And then let's see. And then if I don't do it then, I can always do it on Friday when I've got my day off. And then I think for now, I do need to do cleaning, obviously. Oh, boring. Maybe if I try and do it's going to need to do a little quick cleaning session, maybe before I go to work on Wednesday. Vacuuming is something that needs to happen all the time, but it will definitely need a good vacuum, maybe on Saturday at some point. And hair care. If I do something at the gym, if I do move planning down, hair care. When am I going to cook on Sunday for the family meal? Ugh, this is becoming tricky. If I try and do the hair care and gym earlier in the morning, and then cooking, I think I may have to move my planning time to the Saturday. We've got roller disco already on there. Maybe, yeah, it will be, if I can get up early enough, I think it will be swim, hair care, and then cooking. And then that still allows me some chill time on the Sunday. Now, I think for now, with everything else that I've got going on this week, that is probably good enough. I'm just going to pop this maybe at the, I can't pop it at the front of here for now. So that is how my week is looking, and it looks like I don't have a lot going on, but really I do. And that's because this chunk through the middle of the day, obviously I'm at work, and then based on all of the other commitments that I've got going on this week, how I know what my energy levels are going to be like, I think this is a good basis to start my week with. Things might tweak during the week, and that's what I love about these page flags, is that I can switch things around, but I know where I've got my dedicated times where I can get little bits done here and there, and then how I'm going to fit everything around everything else. And then the weekends, I just try not to be too rigid with my weekends, because I still need some sort of rest. And then I'll probably get, once I've done this deep work session, I will probably move it on to my Friday. So let's just pencil in, and I'm going to want to go to the gym. So one of these will get moved onto the Friday. So if I just pencil in deep work, oh my gosh, and gym before the school run, so maybe gym here, then hopefully, and my friend might want to meet for a coffee, I don't know, probably not, that'll probably be next week. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that, and that's how I plan my week and think about how I'm going to fit everything in. Now, your situation is probably going to be completely different, and you might be thinking your week barely has anything going on in it. To me, this feels like it isn't a lot, actually, but this is how I currently plan and fit everything in. Now, there are some tweaks that I'm going to be making, which is the video that I'm going to record tomorrow, but I just wanted to share this first so that you can see how I'm actually mapping out my time that's committed to something versus the time that's my time where I have to squeeze everything else in, and how I don't try and fill every minute of each day with something, because I know that will lead to burnout, and that is the last thing that I want to do. I like to have this free space in my schedule because I'm not a 20-something. I've got 3 kids. I'm in my late 40s. I'm going through the perimenopause, so my energy levels can just drop off a cliff without any warning. And there's still a lot that I want to do, and I'm not a stay-at-home mum who's got all the luxury of my time in between the school runs to get the things that I want to do done. So for me, bearing in mind that I am working from 9:30 till 3 p.m, this feels like there is enough going on, that I haven't squeezed too much out of my week, but I've given some thought into the things that I do want to get done and need to get done. So hopefully this has helped. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a long video. If you've made it to this part in the video, do check out the description. There will be a link to this insert that I'm using, as well as the monthly insert. And if you want to see these page flags that I've created with these labels, there's also a Canva template available so that you can create your own. You will need Canva Pro, but you can always sign up for the free 30-day trial, create your page flags, and then just, cancel the trial at the end. I really love Canva. If you're into planning, if you're into creating your own bits and pieces for your planner, then it just makes sense to have Canva Pro. And I say it's not that expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, compared to something like Adobe CS, Canva is really quite affordable if you are using it on a regular basis. I use it all the time, so I'm happy to pay for it. But yes, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I shall catch you in the next video, which I will hopefully record tomorrow morning, but that won't go live until later on in the week after I've edited and written the article and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I'm really excited about that video because I've got some extra little tweaks that I'm making to this, so I feel like I'm actually getting things done rather than just filling my week with busy work. I'm actually working towards something and feel like I'm making a productive, concerted effort towards something. Is that the right phrase? Anyway, I shall catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye, bye, bye.